History is usually written by the victors. When an empire falls, its culture is typically erased, replaced by the language, gods, and laws of the conqueror. But in the heart of the Middle East, one civilization flipped the script. It didn't just survive its invaders, it absorbed them. Welcome to the story of Iran. Over 3,000 years, from the dawn of the Persian Empire to the modern day, this land has faced some of the most brutal assaults in human history. Yet, it possesses a unique cultural gravity. It pulls its attackers in, and within a few generations, the conquerors end up becoming Persian. How did one of the world's first great empires turn survival into an art form? To understand modern Iran, you have to go back to 550 BC. Cyrus the Great founded the Achaemenid Empire, arguably the world's first true superpower. It stretched from the Balkans to the Indus Valley. It was a marvel of administration, connected by a massive highway system, a postal service, and a culture of relative tolerance. But no empire lasts forever. In 330 BC, Alexander the Great swept through, burning the magnificent capital of Persepolis to the ground. It was the first ultimate test of Persian resilience. But what happened? The Greek generals who took over eventually adopted Persian customs. They realized you couldn't rule this vast, sophisticated land like a foreigner. Centuries later, native Persian rule returned under the Parthians and Sassanids, proving that the roots of Iran Shah, the Iranian realm, were virtually impossible to pull up. The next great shock came in the 7th century. The Arab Muslim armies erupted from the Arabian Peninsula, completely destroying the Sassanid Empire. This was a total reset. The ancient Zoroastrian religion was largely replaced by Islam, and the old order was shattered. But here is where the magic of Persian assimilation truly shines. Persia adopted Islam, yes, but it didn't become Arab. Instead, it Persianized the Islamic world. The Abbasid Caliphate, the golden age of the Islamic world, was built almost entirely on Persian bureaucratic systems, Persian literature, and Persian science. The great poets like Ferdowsi, who wrote the epic Shahnameh, preserved the Persian language and ancient mythology. Persia didn't lose its identity. It became the intellectual engine of a new era. But the ultimate test of survival came in the 13th century. The Mongols, led by Genghis Khan, and later his grandson Hulagu, unleashed an apocalyptic level of destruction upon Iran. Millions were killed. Centuries of infrastructure, libraries, and irrigation systems were turned to ash. It seemed like the end of Iranian civilization. Yet, within a few decades, something incredible happened. The Mongol rulers, the Ilkhanate, converted to Islam. They started patronizing Persian art, rebuilding the cities they had destroyed, and conducting their administration entirely in the Persian language. The terrifying conquerors of the steppe had been seduced by the sophistication of the society they conquered. They became Persian kings. Fast forward to the modern era. In the 16th century, the Safavid dynasty reunited Iran and established Shia Islam as the state religion, forging the borders and identity of the nation we recognize today. In the 20th and 20th centuries, Iran has been caught in the crosshairs of modern empires, the British, the Soviets, and later the United States. It has endured a grueling 8-year war with Iraq, decades of heavy economic sanctions, and deep internal political turmoil following the 1979 Islamic Revolution. Today, Iran is again under threat. Will it endure as it has always? or will finally fade away into the history books.